you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Oklahoma's offense will go on the attack first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent. Both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-timer baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Hauls it in. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Sooners send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Fields to punt. Wants to make a play. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Wildcat offense will have its first possession of the game. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. This crowd going to try to make life. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And the Wildcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. He's going for the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too. On third down, he drops to throw. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Sooners line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. With jet sweep pass. Quick spin on the ride. Let's take a minute here to look at the big picture for Kentucky. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And the Wildcats are on the move. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Kentucky! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, Phyllis. Iowa is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Kinnick Stadium, but the black and gold have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 7 over Michigan State.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The pull and throw off the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. A third down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. They've got a first down here to open the period. Gets the back moving. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone at
a shot toward the end zone. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Wildcats. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Rushes on him. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. And the Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Sends it back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Sooners will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Got the first down and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes.
Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Kentucky!
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more... Turning it on! Powers through. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown Sooners! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all offseason to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Lost to fire on second down. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Well, you can't get momentum in a game any better than they just did. Defensively, you get the turnover. Right away, your offense jogs on the field. You take a shot deep, you hit it for a touchdown. They've got a lot of explosive playmakers on this offense. You saw it right there.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Going right to work up top. Fires to the big fella. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Kentucky going quickly.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's going to run it. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
This Kentucky offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Finds his tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Offense in the hurry up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now on second and goal. Beck's got it. Touchdown, Wildcats. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And the offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Blasted as he lets it go. Zips it out to his man. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. Pulls it and fires to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. It's complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Sooners in the hurry up. Wants to keep it in the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Coffey. Still on his just dismissing tackles. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. And the Sooners will have it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Works the middle of the field. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the ball is batted down, incomplete, but a flag flies, and it looks as if the defender got there a little early with the contact. So the pass interference in the end zone will have the ball placed at the 2. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Now from inside the red zone. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The defense calls a timeout, trying to get itself organized. Second down, they'll go to the air. They're working that left side. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Grabbed behind the line, it's Coffee. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners!
And I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully, now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. You got to build on this momentum in the second half.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. The Hawkeyes have been hanging in there, but they're going to need something to break their way, and soon. They're up by 7 over Michigan State. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wildcats with a second and short to keep this drive moving. He makes the grab. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Looking downfield on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Oh, they're after him. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. The snap sets up the throw. He just treated that thing like a hot potato, and they're going to call him for grounding.
Intentional grounding.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. Just drives it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
The Sooners will line up to kick off and start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Kentucky right back to the line. They'll try the run. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. 1st and 10 coming up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Going to try to get it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Runs through a tackle. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side now. Stop just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They'll go to the ground. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now they'll try the right side.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Needing to move the chains, here comes Kentucky on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Motion from the wide receiver. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Give to the running back. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Makes the grab. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Wants to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. The short hands, it's Coffee. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. From the gun, running back gets the give. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. And the Sooners will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Kentucky going quickly.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big man. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. A touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Got him downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Leaves it with the running back. Get headed to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. They'll try to pass their way in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense trying to come up with a stop on set. Touchdown, Kentucky. And the beatdown has ensued. With that last score, things comfortable here in the fourth as they are headed to a 7-1 record. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team?
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And how about the complimentary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an interception. Offense has played great. Both sides of the football together dominating this football.
Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Hey, man, 4th and 1 at any part of the field is risky to go for, especially when you're in your own end of the field. But they did. It was a good play call. I like them being aggressive, especially after getting that first down.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. Trying play action. He finds a dead spot in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Wants to throw again. Caught in the backfield, it's Coffee.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job.
Looking deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. New set of downs after the completion. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. You have a big lead in the fourth quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, it's saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you alive. So I think, you know, there's some psych.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They've moved it to the 19, first and 10. To the air on first down. He's open on the right. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Wants to go up top. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Coffee. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. They boot it away. Fields the button, tries to work it the other way. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Going to the running game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. All wideouts, no backs. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. A strike downfield. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Man, that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game. These wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
Kentucky right back to the line. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.